Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's vlog. Well, Mary and I are, let's see, what is this? So this is Wednesday. So we're starting our day. We're probably still in Disneyland. We're probably going to Marvel's Avengers Campus and then ducking over for a bit more Star Wars and Oga's Cantina on our way out to Universal for Horror Nights, the first night of ours. But I'm filming this out of order, wacky doodle day, because we want to get these done early. So it is September 29th when I'm filming, 2023, 9 something p.m. I don't know, I just shot the intro for last week's vlog, 9:31 p.m. We're gonna cook something. We got a cocktail. I think we have a Marvel unboxing in here. I think we're also gonna have a review about some of these Universal monster movies we watched for the first time, a bunch of silent films predominantly. And no real health update, because again, currently just still, as of filming this, on the steroids, feeling good. Hopefully whatever allergy is local to Kentucky, we'll find out when I hit Vegas. We will be fixing all that in the future. And we time code these, so there's gaps in the timeline. You want to jump around or you want to open the description, hit those blue numbers, watch whatever you want in whatever order you'd like to. I try to make it easy for y'all. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's really much else. I'm sorry it's gonna be maybe a little shorter vlog, a little weird, but that's how it is on vacation. But I do like to leave you with videos for while we're gone. And I'm just trying to get them done. And we're like less than a week out from leaving and I'm stressing a little bit. So I'm gonna go drink some wine and let you enjoy the rest of this vlog that hopefully, I don't know if it's like the big cook or the small cook, but I'll find out in the future when I edit. So enjoy. Hey everybody, all right, so we are going to cook something a little special. We're gonna do a little twist on it too. I don't know if I'll tell you that now, but since I kind of put the vlogs out backwards in the cooking order, I really should have gone the other way, but it's too late, I'm committed to it now. So we'll be leaving Disney but shortly after this comes out, but hopefully we gotta try some of Princess and the Frog's Tiana's Beignets. So that's what we're gonna do today. I've got the enchanted recipe book. I have one issue with the way they have this written out, but we're gonna do our sugar mill beignets. So the first thing we need to do is proof our yeast. So there's not a lot to this. And I've got some water warming up. We will temp it in just a second. 1 packet of active dry yeast. And we're gonna do it in here. We gotta proof the yeast for like 10 minutes. And let me just double check something before I get ahead of myself, because I'm also working on making dinner on the side, which is just burgers and bacon. So okay, first proof the yeast. Pour the warm water into a glass and add the yeast. Leave for 10 minutes till slightly foamy. It doesn't say to stir. So let me check my warm water. We're looking for, I think, 100 to 110. Yeah, between 100 to 110 Fahrenheit. So just stick this puppy in here and see what we're getting. That's too hot. We got 117. We're gonna bring that down a little bit. It is September 30th, 2023, 7-Eleven. That's still a bit much. We're getting like 116. Okay, that's a lot closer. Let's take it down just a bit more. That's about a 111. I'd rather aim for the lower side because I don't know how accurate this side is. All right, I'm getting like 106, 107. We will go with that. So we want 3 tablespoons of water. Shoot. Ah. Literally just got my hands out of the shower all dry. 1, 2, 3. Now I know I just heated that water up, so let me just remeasure that. Well, I am getting 108, so we can work with that. Crap baskets though on my hands here. So let's get the yeast in there. My wedding ring sliding off now. And we're just dumping the entire yeast packet into the water. I feel like I should stir it, but you know what? Let's give it kind of a swish. How about that? Swish around. All right, Echo, set yeast timer for 10 minutes.
Yeast timer, 10 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. Now let me put my thing away here, and I guess we can prep the other ingredients. I should carefully move this out of my way. Also, I need to get the bacon in the oven. Let's see, scissors away. Put the yeast back away. And get a oven mitt. I did burn myself the other day, that sucked. Not that I plan on showing you the whole dinner process, but just while we're here and rolling, there's some bacon going in. Echo, set bacon timer for 25 minutes.
Bacon timer, 25 minutes, starting now.
All right, so the second thing, we're gonna do the dough hook on the stand mixer. We're gonna add flour, milk, and the yeast with the egg, salt, and sugar. So I guess we can go ahead and kind of get some of our flour, salt, and sugar together while we wait. And I'm gonna grab my stand mixer bowl. Sorry, we moved some things around recently. So we got a stand mixer bowl. I will pan the camera down when the time is right. So I'm gonna start with the salt and the sugar, because we're gonna kind of use parts of the flour at a time. So salt and sugar, how much? 2 heaping tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. I don't know what kind of salt it wants, but I guess it doesn't really say kosher salt, but you know what, this is what we're gonna use anyways. That is the teaspoon, right? Or is that a half? That is my teaspoon. Here's my tablespoon. Whew, trying to multitask, and we got stuff to do, man. Getting ready for vacation is getting there. All right, so we got a teaspoon of kosher salt going in. And then granulated white sugar. We're gonna do 2 heaping tablespoons. So that, ooh, I don't want that big old chunk though. Heaping. I'll even do a little more. Heaping. All right. Now let me grab some flour. I gotta remember where our in-use flour is. I think it's hiding in the back of the fridge somewhere. I don't know if I have enough in that though. I do not have enough in that bag. Rat baskets, I gotta figure out where we moved the other flour to, because I didn't think I'd be using it anytime soon. So, I guess, bear with me just a moment. Okay, I gathered all my ingredients. We still got 3 minutes on the proofing and like 18 on the bacon. Love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
Okay, so we're gonna need 6 tablespoons melted butter, happens unsalted. Just so happens I have 6 tablespoons right there. We will throw it in a bowl, melt it down in the microwave. We're gonna need 1 whole egg. We'll get to that in a second. We're gonna need some flour, and we're gonna need some whole milk. So I'm gonna start bringing the camera down so we can measure that out. Bear with me, I'm on this camera. And there, I think you can see us work. So let me move some stuff around here. First things first, I guess let's do the egg. See how we can go here. Can I do it? Ooh, almost. Oh yeah, did you see that mastery? Boom.
Good job, honey.
I'm a chef. Honey, I feel like I should be talking a little bit New Orleans. Please don't get mad at me, New Orleanites. That's what you're called, right? New Orleanites? We do not call it Nolans? All right. We don't talk about Nolans. No. Just to speed along the melting process, I'm gonna chunk this butter up a little bit. I did just recently rewatch Princess and the Frog. I think we talked about that in the last vlog. Come on now. And I still really love it. It's still one of my favorite Disneys. I might have should have got a bigger bowl, honey. Why am I doing all the voices? I gotta stop doing the voices. We're gonna melt this down in increments so it doesn't burn. I don't know if that's a thing, but I feel like it's a thing. So I'm gonna start with 30. Let that go. Get out of my way. The old smoke show. Okay, all right. So we got our egg, we got our butter melting, we got our sugar and salt in there. Let's measure our flour. How much flour? I mean, milk. Let's go ahead and measure the milk. The meat. Well, no, we'll measure the milk after, but I want to have my thing ready, I guess. 2/3 a cup. Okay. We need 1 2/3 flour divided. Let's get 1 2/3. All right, you're a cup. You're a third a cup. You're a third cup. So we can kind of keep track of what I'm doing. Oh, and it looks like we're about to be proof in here. All right, Echo, dismiss timer.
Timer is done.
All right, so we do want all the milk. We might as well go ahead and throw in the 2/3 whole cup. Echo, dismiss timer. So we want 2/3 cups, so 1, 2. Put that away. Yeah. Yeast looks fluffy and foamy. Like it should. Excellent. All right, let's check this butter. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a few tries. After 30 seconds, there's that. We're gonna go like 45 this time. And let's get back to the recipe. What all's going in here? Flour, milk, yeast, egg, salt, sugar. So we can get the egg in there. Alrighty. And then let's get the flour. Now, it says half the flour. This is one of my problems with this recipe. It never tells you when to put in the rest of the flour. So we're gonna add half the flour and then we're just gonna eyeball it as we make our dough. I think I've started doing enough of this, I can figure this out. So since we need 1 2/3 cups of flour, we actually wanna put a half and a third. I didn't mean to grab a big cup. We got some fresh flour here. The butter goes in after we knead a little bit. All right, so. Nice, solidly full cup here. Plop. Keep that on standby. Get a third. Looking good in the neighborhood. All right, let me wipe my hands off. Get that cocagne out of the way. Check my butter. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I think the heat will continue to melt that little chunk that's in there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it like 7 extra seconds. It's a lucky number. Okay, so we've added the flour. We gotta get the, okay. Half the flour, the milk, the yeast, we still gotta put in egg, salt, sugar, knead for 30 seconds on slow, and then 2 at medium. Then we're gonna add the butter, and I assume we'll start putting in more flour. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this in. Let as much of that get in there as possible. And I'll grab my dough hook and we'll move the camera. I guess I'll move the camera, then I'll grab the dough hook. That's about all I'm gonna get there. All right, bear with me on a bumpy camera ride. And what are we doing? Okay. There we go. How's my butter looking from over here? There we go. We got nice melty butter. Put that behind us. All right, let's get the thing unlocked. All right. Oh, and I meant to plug this in before I added this, but we got this. That's my coffee pot. We'll plug that. And okay, get my dough hook. All right. And on slow. So, all right, lock it in. Echo, set timer, 30 seconds.
Second timer, 30 seconds, starting now.
Nice. Let's see. Let me adjust this for y'all. There we go. Five, four, three. Echo. Dismiss. Echo, dismiss. Echo, set timer for 2 minutes. Echo, set timer 2 minutes.
Second timer, 2 minutes, starting now.
So we started on a 1, we're going on a 4. And after that, we're going to put in the butter, probably some more flour for another 2 to 3 minutes. I don't like that it's not really working around the sides that well. I mean, I guess I could take it up to 5. That is technically medium. Let me, fucking scraper, man. Helps a little. I mean, it would definitely help if it got the rest of the flour in there. Maybe I should have actually given it a quick stir before we started, though that recipe did not tell me to. Let's hope this isn't a failure, because I don't really have a backup plan or time to do anything else. How are we doing? We got about 10 seconds? All right. I'm going to go ahead and prep another 1/3 cup of flour. Echo, dismiss. Now, just real quick, let me get in here and scrape down just a little bit, because I want to make sure I get all this in here. Not to leave too much of that, yeah. Lose too much of that. What I was trying to say. There we go. Alright, here, let's get the butter in. And I'm gonna go ahead and put in another 1/3 cup of flour, since it failed to tell us to do this. And we'll go back for another 2 or 3 minutes on medium. Echo, set timer for 3 minutes.
Second timer, 3 minutes, starting now.
And I'm gonna prep a cup of flour so we can put some in as we need it. Because that's still pretty wet. That's definitely a bit more cake battery. Should have scraped down while I was in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and dump some more flour in here. I'm going to try not to do the whole cup. Did maybe about half a cup there. Now it's wanting to start playing. Shit, I hope I didn't just go too hard. Or, I mean, I guess that was a quarter cup, because that's a half cup of flour I was playing with. Now what am I looking for? Because that's starting to look like a dough. So, I need for 2 to 3 minutes. When your beignet dough detaches from the bowl and begins to climb the dough hook, it's finished. Alright, I think we're going to stop worrying about timers here and we're going to start going by eye. I think it still needs a little more flour. We'll give it a little bit longer and see. Because I do have a tendency of really screwing this step up. I'm still new to baking. Echo, dismiss. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to take a look, and we may go ahead and put a little more flour in. Yeah, because that's still a little wet. Now I'm still trying to take it easy and not go with the whole half cup. So maybe it's like 1/8 a cup. And let's give it a little work the sides down. That's why I like, cooking recipes you can be a little vague on when you write them. But man, baking recipes, like, I need people to, get real specific, please. I hate when that's one thing I don't like about this book, is it tends to not be super clear on a few steps here and there. Get in there, thank you. Okay, now let's go back in for a little bit longer. Medium still. I got a good feeling about this. How long am I baking, by the way? Yeah, a few more minutes. That might still be a little wet. We might actually want to put the rest of the flour in. Yeah, let's put some more flour in there. We're gonna put most of what's left in now. I'd say it's getting close though. Okay. Try to just leave a little bit of this left. I'm leaving like that much flour in there. Because I finally learned, it's easier to make it drier, it's harder to make it wetter. That's what he said? Yeah, that's starting to look a little more accurate. So we'll let that work for a bit. I don't know. I worry that's still a little wet. It was 1 2/3 flour, right? 1 2/3 cup of flour, yeah. All right, I tell you what, let's put in the rest of the flour. We'll give it one more little scrape down because that does look almost right. But it's still pretty tacky along the sides. I mean, it's starting to come along. Oh, I need to get to my bacon too, don't I? I hope I don't overcook it. I mean, I want it to be a little crisp today, but let's get the rest of the flour in there. No, for all the good that'll do us. And lock it, and let's go. Echo dismiss timer. Try to get my bacon out. Gotta be done, right? Oh yeah, perfect. Cool. And back to this mess. Okay. I think that's pretty much what it's gonna be. I don't think it's necessarily supposed to be like a full ball, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of coming together as a whole thing. So we're gonna work with it there. Okay. I guess. I mean, that's like a batter though. It's not really. Damn it. I don't have a good feeling about this. Your potato detaches from the bowl and gets to climb the dough hook. I mean, it was, I don't know if it was really called that detaching. Alright, well, let's make some room. Should have already made some room. Let's make some room. We need some space to work. We need some space. Running out of space. Bang needs space. Bang's in the pain of the space. Need space and pain. I guess I can with my measuring cups. And let's see if we can get our pastry mat out here. And I will, of course, move the camera in just a second. Just putting the pastry mat down. You've probably seen it before. Oh, Christ. Don't have enough room. And hopefully it's not too time sensitive here. The actual concern is that it's going to do something sitting there. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I made some room. Let me move the camera. God damn it. How long is that back gotta sit? Sorry, I'm now in that panic. I'm frustrated and upset with things I don't need to be. Okay. Let me see that. I guess I can make that a little bit better. All right. Let me scrape off the hook. Keep as much of that batter as we can. Notice I'm calling it a batter now. Which I guess maybe it is. So maybe that's, maybe it's my own weirdness. Probably should like watch the video or something on this. Got a sense of it. What do I do with my hand towel? All right. Need to dry my hands. Do a little light dusting. And let's get what we can of this out. Getting there. I'm just trying to be thorough and keep as much as I can. All right, we're gonna rinse this out in a minute because we're gonna use that bowl to do this. So, I'm supposed to work this into a ball. How? There's no way that's ready. Shit. All right. This is just so I can work with it. Because now, I just really fucked this whole thing. It needed more flour in the bowl, and now I can't. I mean, I can almost get this back up. But now the bowl is so far away. See if I can get it in the bowl. Okay, good. Nothing dropped on the floor yet. Good thing my hands are nice and clean. I hope. Jesus. How the... This fucking sucks. What a mess. This book, you know what, I'm gonna throw this book away because honestly, it's been crappy. That's not true. I'm just mad. Especially because I don't have time for this. I don't have fucking time for this. So that's the end of the cooking session for this vlog. Sorry it sucks. I'm sure I'm kidding. I hope. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. Because now I don't know what to do with my, you know what? Okay. We're gonna salvage this, bear with me. I just knew that was just too dry, man. First things first, I'm trying to get this wet dough off my hands. At least to some degree. God, I'm hungry. I want to cook dinner. So, it's 7:45. Jesus. It's all over my watch and everything. All right. We'll deal with this mess in a minute. Dough hooks down here. Rinse it off. All right. We got this. We'll be fine. So I'm just putting as much of the batter back in the fucking thing as I can. We're gonna put it back on the stand mixer. And this is either gonna work or it's not at this point. So let me kind of dry my dough hook back off so we don't add too much extra water. Because there's not really supposed to be water in it anyways. Alright, lose some dough doing it, but whatever. Trying to make the best of a bad situation here. Okay. Alright, dough hook back on. Okay. Now, next thing's next. We're gonna put some more flour in here. So let me bring the camera back around. Dang it, man. Okay, luckily dinner does not take that long. It's like 20 minutes to make dinner. Ay. Turn off the oven too. Okay, you can see, let me bring you in. You can see what we're doing. All right. I don't know, I'm just pinching some flour in here. See how this goes. Let's get a little more flour in there, because that's still pretty wet. Ah, okay. Debating on if it just needs just a tiniest bit more. It's starting to want to do it right. And honestly, if it gets a little bit over dry, we still have the wet stuff on the pastry mat, so we can work that in a little. So just a little bit more. That's what we're looking for, I think. It starts off good, then I think it finds moisture in the middle. I'm so overworking this dough, I bet. Okay. I think that's what we've been looking for. So let's see if we can... It's still pretty wet coming off that dough hook. But it did seem to want to... Let's see if I can get you just so I don't have to keep switching the camera over and over. Dang dirty hands though, and my stand mixer is slipping. I can't release the ball. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this out. That is still pretty moist. Scraper be damned. I'm just gonna get it with my own damn fingers. I don't know, probably could have used a little more. Well, now I'm like, let me get the scraper. Hold on. Sorry if my elbow is in the shot, everybody. This is turning. This is a shit show, Mary. This recipe is full of shit.
Is this from the cookbook?
Yeah. Okay. That's still pretty wet, dude.
I guess you got any flour to it?
Jesus.
Maybe add a lot more flour.
I'm already like way over what it told me to put in here too. I think it's starting to come up. It's starting to get there. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, we can at least kind of get this off the mat now. Okay, now we are starting to get an actual dough ball here, so we might have salvaged this. Yeah, that flour measurement in that recipe is just way off. But yeah, I think, okay, all right. Just make sure we get a little dusting under here so I can pick this up again in a minute. That's kind of the idea here. Okay, all right. So what I want to do now, there. Water nice and hot. I'm gonna rinse this bowl out. And we're gonna wipe it out too some. We're getting there. Let's try to dry this out. Okay. So this is also a step it doesn't call for, but it should. We're going to put a little bit of oil in here. We're going to kind of grease the bowl, just so the dough will come out easier. There, so I know it's that one. And then get our ball of dough. Just plop it right down in there. We're gonna cover that in plastic wrap. We're gonna let it sit room temperature for an hour and 45 minutes, okay? You don't need to see that. That's what we're gonna do. We'll be back. Okay, things have calmed down. It's been a little over an hour and 45 minutes. We watched Only Murders in the Building. This has proofed up nice. I've got my deep fryer going. We're trying to hit about 370 on that. It only goes to 374, so I turned it down just a hair. It's warming up. Whew, I ate. I feel a lot better. I still don't know if this is gonna go well, but we're still gonna try for it. So let me get the camera down so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so I kind of cleaned this off as best I could. I'm so full though. I ate too much. I had a big like half-pound burger with 2 strips of bacon and 2 slices of cheese and a big runny egg, and it was awesome. Let's flour a little bit more because we're gonna flatten this out pretty good. Let's also kind of flour up the rolling pin a little bit. That works. Okay. And now, see, as you can see, this definitely proofed up quite a bit. A little moisture. Let's get that out. We can, come on, there we go, yes. Oh, well, we left some behind, but we can get that with our fingies. Still seems a little moist, but it's probably just good for the beignets. Plus, it's gonna pick up a little flour as we flatten it. So we're gonna work out the air. Punch it down a little bit. Okay. Sounds like me on a Friday night. Don't worry, it's Saturday. Yeah, I'm definitely in a better mood. All right. Okay. Get another paper towel because that's a little greasy. All right. Now let's work on flattening this out. Oh, sticking to the rolling pin. Okay, I'm not used to working with a rolling pin, so bear with me. Well, I have. It's been a long time. Oh, am I? Okay. I think the goal is just to kind of get it even, right? Oh, man. Yeah, this my pastry mat doesn't want to stick to the counter quite like it should right now because of all the stuff we did with it. Stop sticking. Now, the book tells you to do a certain shape and all that stuff. We're going to do something a little more fun. And I need to prepare myself somewhere that I can set these. Get some wax paper, parchment paper, probably to the gig. I was gonna get some parchment paper because we're gonna do little cutouts. We're gonna use a cookie cutter. And that cookie cutter is gonna be Mickey shaped. Because why not, right? The only real question here is which size? You want to do, let's do this size. So let's cut some out and see what we can do here. How do I get that out? Oh, that's just not gonna work, is it? They're not gonna hold their shape. So I don't know how well this idea of doing Mickey shaped ones is gonna go. Because that dough is not holding its shape. All right, well then fine, fuck it. All right, fuck the Mickey molds. Damn it, that was gonna be so cute. Oh well. All right, let's just get that worked back in. So these are probably not gonna be the prettiest, but they are gonna be fine. Dang, that is a shame. But I think that's because my dough is so wet. I think it really is supposed to be a little drier still. Let's just cut it into bits. Can I actually slide this up? Will it allow me? Because some of it's sticking and some of it's not. Dang it. I'm just having a time, huh? Huh, y'all? We'll probably do these in a couple of batches. Mary's down there belching like the beauty queen she is. I love her.
Honestly, I'm surprised you heard that one. It was pretty weak.
So there we go. We can have 12. They'll be awkwardly shaped. The Mickey, as soon as you start, it's such a wet dough.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. So okay. So now I am going to try and transfer these over to the parchment paper so I can have them closer to the oil fryer. I don't know, should we go in batches of 4 at a time? Because I don't want to crowd my fryer. I guess so, because they're going to go like 90 seconds at a time. So now we're just waiting on the oil to heat up, and that took a lot less time than I anticipated. And we are not up to heat yet. So I'm just playing with my dough a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna off camera add a little bit to one because it's a little small and I'm gonna cook a little uneven if I'm not careful. I guess in the meantime, we can probably get some powdered sugar together. It's a shame I couldn't get them to hold this shape, but someday we will do something that'll hold these shapes. I've been meaning. That's weird. I've intended to use these forever. Can I fudge it up? Maybe. Oh, there we go. Oh, now my hands are slippery. There we go. Okay, let's put those back away. Okay. Come on, oil, you can party. Oh, that's right. We're gonna prep some. Let's prep some PS, huh? some powdered sugar. Actually, we're not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna get a plate out that watch. We're gonna want a serving plate. We're gonna need a oil draining plate as well. Nah, P.S. powdered sugar. Sorry. I'll let you hang in. Because once these get in here, they ain't gonna take long. Oh, we just heated up. So let me get some paper towels out. And then we're gonna, is that gonna be enough? Sure. We'll get you a camera angle that's worth a damn. How's that? We good? Okay. And Echo, set timer 90 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds, starting now.
Kind of expected that to be a lot more psst-y. Uh-oh, that one pulled it over. Uh-oh. Those are touching. I got a floater. Got another floater. I don't know how I'm gonna keep them in the oil. I guess I need some tongs. I could flip them.
Maybe it is like the pan, you just flip on one side for a minute and have to flip them over.
Yeah, I guess since they're floating. Okay, we'll try it. We got more if we fuck these up. They smell good already though, but it's peanut oil is what I'm using. I don't know, I forget. I'll tell you what oil it said to use. This is just what's in my fryer. They are puffing up nicely. And it is like cooking one side, yeah. And it can be 60, it's like 60 to 90 per thing. This first one already looks like it's already kind of crisping. We're gonna flip it. Oh yeah, beautiful actually. Let's flip this bad boy. Flip this bad boy. Flip this bad boy. I think it is 90 in the oil. It's just, I do need to flip them. So these might go a little bit long. Oh my God, these might be awesome after all. And Echo dismiss. Ooh, I got a good feeling about this actually. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Careful, Eric. With you, come on. So we're gonna let that drain. Okay, one of them came out a little light, and we will powder sugar those, but oh man, that looks awesome. Give those a second. You grab the powdered sugar. Because it says liberally get them with the powdered sugar. This is such a not splattery. I'm so used to fries and stuff that I might not have to wash all the pieces of the oil fryer. Okay, I'm gonna say that's drained enough for me to hot transfer. And let's give them a liberal dusting here. Might be a little too liberal. Oh, it smells good. I gotta learn how to fucking powder sugar dust. I don't know what I'm doing. But I made a mess, which sucks, but okay.
Now, when you use the sifter,
Hold on. Maybe talk towards us.
I am.
Well, you had your hand and arm in the way. Okay, try it now.
Okay. When you use the sifter, did you try rotating the handle to sift? You put the dust on, or did you bang the side?
I did the handle. I will try not handle here in a minute.
Yeah, you need to bang the side.
But dude. What are you doing? Look at these. Look at these. These look good. I mean, I will powder the next one's better. But look at how fluffy. How fluffy they're so fluffy.
So fluffy?
They smell good too, man. That powdered sugar. Once the heat hit. Oh yeah. Let me get a... Actually, I guess I should thumbnail this too. Let me get a shot of Eric's first beignets. All right, we gotta do this right. Okay, I think I can work with that. Well, I think I'm just going for it. Can I eat one? Still a little warm, but. Oh my God. Oh my God. That texture. That texture is insane. No, hotter to hold than to eat. I will say though, I think most of the flavor is coming from the powdered sugar. But I'm glad this dough is kind of moist because my God. Are you?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm working the time to finish.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. I inhaled some sugar. You need to eat over the plate. You're just gonna go everywhere. That texture though, right? Moist and almost slightly gooey in the center just by a hair, but a nice little crisp outside.
I wonder if it'll still be as good after they cool down.
Well, we'll find out because I'm gonna make like 12 more.
Just tell your dad to come over.
Well, it's way too late at night for him to come over, but I'm gonna eat at least one more of these. But what do you think, dude?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty awesome, ain't it?
If he wants one, I'll run one over to him. One or two.
He already ate 2 cherry pies today. I don't think he wants 2 beignets.
Did he already eat them?
He ate one. I don't know if he ate both. But he said they were every bit as good as Little Debbie, which, like, I don't think that's the company you mean, but I get what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to fry up the rest of these. I guess y'all might as well watch. Because then I'll do some better powder sifting, too. All right, so let me get another run going and get some more paper towels going. None of this should take that long. Got a stringer. Get in there. Oh man, some of these are like, I've just got these so wildly different sized. It's okay, it kind of works. Yeah, actually, okay, let's get the next round in. Echo, set timer, 90 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds. Starting now.
Whew. Just gonna get some more paper towels for drainage because that was not enough. You gotta remember to flip them here in about 45. I'm just kind of getting the next round planned ready. Oh, those are delightful. I was really, really concerned. I just wish I could have got them to be Mickey shaped. But honestly, you can make these kind of any shape you want. I'm gonna try doing a little ball one here. You didn't see what I just did. Oh crap. Oh no, that's right, that's fine. Okay. These are almost ready for flippage. Actually, I'm gonna start flipping them. Ooh, that one puffed up nice. That one puffed up nice too. Come on, flip. Flip, daddy. As much of a shit show as I thought this was gonna be, I am fucking thrilled. And honestly, not that difficult once you get your proper amount of flour balanced. All right, Echo, dismiss. Honestly, no, those can go just a hair longer. I got one here. It got a little puffy. Use a little more love on the side. Echo, dismiss. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good. Woo. Oh yeah. Whoa, shoot. Crap, don't tear into them with the tongs, Eric. Don't smush them too bad with the tongs either, kiddo. And maintain their fluffiness. Gonna eat one real quick, and then we're gonna go back in. Oh yeah. I mean, it's, god damn. Got a little piece of dough here. I don't want it to go back in there and contaminate. Let that oil come back up for just a second. Oh my god, I can see why people love Tatiana. Tiana, or love Tiana. I don't know why I keep trying to call her Tatiana. Oh my gosh. These beignets are heavenly. All right, let's get another round in. Echo, set timer, 90 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds, starting now.
Woo!
The reason why I thought about smacking the side of the sister rather than using the handle is because I'm pretty sure that's what she does in the cartoon.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get these next rounds powdered up. Already made a bit of a mess here, so it's a little more, right? That looks a lot prettier. Oh yeah, that's what it should have been. Oh, I'm making such a sugary mess over here. Oh, you know what? I'm about to fucking burn some. Pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh, these are getting really puffy. Might actually have to push these down a little bit. Oh, that one's flipping back over. No, stop it. Shit. No, stop. Oh no. Well, I've got two that I almost feel like I need to poke them because they do not want to go. Ah, shit. Turn over. Fucking there. Stay there. You echo dismiss. Come on. No, stay down. These are a little toasty on the bottom, not terrible. Okay. Ah, shit. Get enough off. We got them kind of done. Drain a moment. Oh, push it that way a little bit. Okay. Shit. All right, we got one more run to go here in just a second. I just wanted to get a photo of these even prettier ones. So we can get an even better thumbnail now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beignets for days. We do not need these right before vacation. These are the powdering station. Whew. Hot, hot, hot. I assume you want to powder them while they're hot so it'll stick better. I should have done this elsewhere though. It's going to be a bit of a pain to clean up over here. Okay, let's get one more round going. Let's see. Echo. Set timer, 90 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds, starting now.
No, I said 90 seconds.
Oh shit, I don't have a camera on it. My bad, y'all. This is wow. Some ice cream with those. Maybe a little caramel drizzle or something. I mean, there's ways to play. I would like to get a little more flavor in the dough myself, but they are awesome. Look at those beautiful things. Thought about doing some cinnamon sugar ones or some cocoa powder ones too, but okay, time to start flipping. No, actually, give that a little longer, but some of these smaller ones maybe. Yeah, those are the fresher ones. The ones more on the bottom are going to be the. Yeah. Flip. Flip.
I didn't make myself some more cinnamon sugar.
Well, I'm also kind of going by eye here because I did some wildly differing sizes. Show that camera. Echo, dismiss. Perfect hole.
Is that what it's supposed to do?
Well, I mean, it should be like really fluffy on the inside, you know, like airy.
So there's area and there's cavernous.
Well, some of them puffed a little more, but you know, that's, I probably should have worked the dough a little bit more, but. All right, last one's coming out. Yes, sir, Napoleon, sir. I know, these seem delicious, and they are.
But I don't think you need to have them.
Yeah, might not be good for the baby. Now, of course, my last ones are not the prettiest. They're very ununiform, but they should be awesome. Power off. Give those a second. We'll powder them. Maybe get one more attempt at a thumbnail. Have I had 2 of those? Because, yeah, I've had 2 of those. I can't have any more. Not right now. Oh, they smell so good.
Best while they're fresh, to be honest.
Well, I'm sure they are best while they're fresh, but I mean, it's bread and oil and sugar. It's probably not the thing I need to be eating that much of. Now, if you're doing it in a pot, it says to like put, actually, let me tell you, because not everybody has deep fryers. It definitely goes a little easier in a deep fryer. But if you're doing it in a pot, it doesn't say what oil to use. So I just use peanut oil because that's what's in my thing. But in a high-sided pot or deep fryer, heat the oil to 370, using a thermometer if you need. Drop the vignettes in the oil, fry for 1:30 on each side. So if you're in a shallow bath, you are going to have to do 90 seconds each side. Just watch for the browning and then flip them. But it also says keep hitting them with oil, with a, use a soup spoon to keep ladling the oil over them as they're cooking, and they should puff while cooking. When they're golden brown, scoop them out of the oil and set them in a paper towel to drain, like we did. So that's kind of what you got to do. And it says, how much oil does it say? 2 cups of oil for frying. So if you're going to go that way, that's how you do that. But now let me get these bad boys over here for one more sugar coating. Let me push this in some so I have some room to get over the side here. Actually, let me do this so I can Not get it too much into there and clean it off the floor a little easier. And there we go. Where is my towel? Now we can get one more incredible thumbnail. Let's find really good lighting if we can. Here. Sorry for the bumping of the camera, but. Let's see. Oh, I think that last thumbnail was the thumbnail. All right, well, there you go. There's Tiana's beignets, and damn, I get it. I'm a fan. We'll have to see how these stack up to the Disneyland ones if we can actually get some. I think these might be better. All right, thank you. I'm sorry it was a shit show, but obviously it gets there. I just always doubt myself in baking. I'm still too new at it, but it worked. I guess there is a little room for fucking up. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. More vlog. Okay, so getting ready for the Universal Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood. Hollywood. Yeah. Okay, I was trying to Jack Nicholson. I was more Christian Slater. So honestly, one of our favorite houses when we went in 2022 in Florida, I think we both agree, one of our favorite was the Universal Monsters.
Yeah.
The werewolf, mummy, and Dracula fight.
Which was interesting because the winner changed each night.
Yeah. So this year, I'm really excited because if you don't know, my favorite Universal monster is the Invisible Man, and he gets so underrepresented, it pisses me off a lot. But so they have one that is going to be, because in 2023, they made technically the first Universal monster, though he doesn't get considered that, with the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So now, when Horror Night started, like the day the original movie premiered 100 years ago, so the house is going to be the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Phantom of the Opera, the Lon Chaney one, the Invisible fucking Man, and technically the very first Universal monster from 1921, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now, Invisible Man has dialogue, all that stuff. The other movies were all silent films. So Mary and I watched all those. We're going to talk about all those real briefly here.
Yeah, they were, aren't they?
Yeah. So we'll start at the beginning. We started with the Hunchback, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now, I want to get this out of the way. We watched the Kino Lorber version, I believe. And I'm thinking Hunchback, but it is Kino. And, it was the silent version, but it was cleaned up. It was a good job. But what I found out, because it has like the title cards, and they kept saying a Paramount production, and I was curious, I was like, well, how are people saying this was Universal? What we haven't seen, that if I have time, which I won't, I'm going to watch, and you can find it on YouTube, is the first filmed version was a 25-minute silent short film version from Universal. So, but we did watch the first feature-length version, and it's pretty damn good. Now, granted, silent films, even for us, a little hard to watch, especially if I'm drinking, sitting back. So, to make it a little more fun, we try to do voices and read the title cards out. Like, we try to perform the dialogue. That helps us.
Riffing just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because.
But at the same time, I was like, let's not riff too much because I do want to try to enjoy the story. And overall, it's a really good story. I'm surprised it hasn't been done more and that no one has done a really great modern version of it. I have ideas. After watching these, I have ideas how to make a MonsterVerse. Like, don't make it modern. Set it in period. But with modern tech and all that stuff. But I really enjoyed this. It's a good story. It was well performed for what it was. There's like kind of a creepy, vision-y, spidery thing at one point that I'm like, oh, I bet that's going to be in the maze. Because that's a little freaky-deaky. Yeah.
That was an impressive effect for the time.
Yeah, and I think overall there were some pretty impressive effects for the time.
Yeah.
And again, a nice tight pace, a little bit of a short running time, which is good. You can silent film, that really helps. Which leads to the second one we watched, which is the 1923 Lon Chaney, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is like over 2 hours, which is very rough for a silent film. But it was fucking awesome, and his Quasimodo is fantastic.
Now, I think this was also the movie where we had 3 different actors that may or may not have been the same person.
Yeah, that was one issue I kept having. I got so confused at times because
Or characters that may have been the same actor, I should say.
Right, because so many of them looked just alike that I'm like, wait, which person?
The film was kind of blurry AF. But
Yeah, because this was not the Kino version. I don't remember which version this is. I think we grabbed it on Amazon Prime. And it's not the director's cut that's 117 minutes that I'm not sure exists anywhere or recently was discovered. This was like a 100-minute version or something. But listen, the production on this is fantastic. So this was the first movie filmed on the Universal Studios lot. And like they built pretty much all of that. That was not traveled. I looked into it.
Because I have to say, a lot of Notre Dame looks spot on. And if you ever see Notre Dame Cathedral, there is a shit ton of detail in that booger.
Yeah. And apparently, like, and this is early in the movie, so not a major spoiler, but at one point, you know, like, he's, like, crawling down the face of it. They literally built sections of it. They didn't actually have, like, a full standing, so then it's kind of just done with cuts and everything. It was, like, it was impressive watching him work his way down the front of that building.
Yeah.
And, man, Lon Chaney, dude, especially when we talk about the next one. But, damn, okay, I get it now. Like, I always respected it. I understood the respect for Chaney, and I respected him, Lon Chaney, because of all the people I'm fans of, their love of him. So this has kind of been my introduction to actually watching Lon Chaney as far as I know. And I get it now. Dude was committed. Some of the story is a little weird, and I had trouble following it, Mary, because I did doze a few times, and Mary had to try and fill me in, and we've decided that, granted, I'm sure the outcome is drastically different. We do plan to go watch, if we have time, the Disney Hunchback of Notre Dame, because why the hell not? Let's go extremes. So maybe I'll understand some of the story a little bit better. I mean, I understand it now because I've watched some videos and stuff, but and the amount of extras and everything.
Neither one of those movies has the book ending.
That's very interesting. Don't tell me yet. You have to tell me the book ending after we watch them or watch the other one.
Well, after Mom and I saw the Disney one in theater, and afterwards we went, because we know how Disney be. So we went to the bookstore in the mall that we were at, and we went, it was like, Hunchback. Last couple of pages, okay, damn, all right.
Sorry, I'm distracted by Yeti bit a little bit, but so they were wondering what my face was. But like she put her paw in that crevice, the blanket went between the stuff. So she was a little confused. But yeah, so I mean, again, had a great time, a really interesting time with it. You know, the music track and everything was kind of fun. But again, I could see how you could totally remake this because the story would still totally relate. And then, man, by the end, like when he's going ham on all the people trying to break into the church and everything, there's so much horrifying stuff, simplistic, horrifying stuff you could do there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you film it correctly and everything, there is absolute horror in mob justice, whether it's a justified thing or not. Just that idea of like thousands of people trying to get in to get at one person is pretty scary.
Because, you know, there's going to be a lot of collateral damage because they're not just going to go after the one person.
Right. But yeah, I thought that was really good. I'm glad I had a chance to watch it. Will I watch it again? If I can find the director's cut to be a completist, sure. But again, I listen, I love film. I'll appreciate it. I'm not going to shit on silent films, but they are hard to watch as someone of my era. But so that was cool. Anything else on Hunchback? Can we move on?
Move on.
We can always jump back if something pops in our mind. But then we get to my favorite of the silents and a new, maybe second favorite Universal monster with the 31. Look at my notes. Let's see if my notes tell me. The Phantom of the Opera. Lon Chaney's The Phantom of the Opera. Huh?
I'm saying I thought it was a 20-something. I could be wrong.
Well, I'm looking, and I don't even know if my notes are 100% correct, but... I'm sorry, no, Phantom of the Opera, you're right, was 1925.
Okay, I thought it was in the 20s.
Yeah. So, and this has always annoyed me. Like, when I got the Universal Monsters box set, it's like, why is it the 30s or 40s one that's like, you know, color and all this? Like, it's not the where's the Lon Chaney, that famous Lon Chaney thing? So it's surprising they never put that in the box set. I assume because it's silent. I assume those box sets are like, we're not going to sell silent films because silent films don't sell because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's archivists. We want the original. But man, I am in love. I've never cared for the Phantom of the Opera story until this version. And a lot of that is Chaney, Lon Chaney. And I love the way they played with color a little bit in this, despite it being a black and white film.
Yeah, they had like a two-tone system that they did for a couple of scenes. They were only able to find the ball scene. The Faust stuff apparently is just lost.
Right, and I do have the Blu-rays for it that might have some of that missing stuff, but we watched the digital Kino Now version, which was like 123 minutes or whatever it is. Maybe that's totally wrong, but man, okay, Lon Chaney's amazing in this, but when I didn't realize he does the Mask of the Red Death costume in this, and that, I am like, the imagery of him in that outfit, with mask on, with mask off, is superior to the classic image, that is a fantastic image for me and my tastes.
Even in the Lloyd Webber version, the Red Death costume is just dope.
Yeah, and I haven't seen the Lloyd Webber version, so I guess I'm going to have to now. But
now the movie is not as good as the musical.
That's fair. And isn't there a like filmed version of the stage musical?
Probably.
Okay, so eventually we'll get to all those as well. But man, I'm so excited for the Phantom. And apparently in the Universal house, they have like the underground river and we're going through the Paris catacombs underground with the skulls and everything. Yeah. But we get to see the Phantom like rowing down that little river, and I'm like, oh man. But how devious the Phantom is struck me. I didn't realize, like, again, spoilers for a 98-year-old movie. But like, the way like he kind of sneaks up on somebody in a boat going down those catacombs, like, Jesus, man. And, there was some really cool stuff in there. And, like, the heat trap with those dudes was like, oh, my God, there's, like, some crazy shit. There's some, like, proto-Jigsaw shit going on in here. So I greatly appreciated that. And it made me appreciate other versions I had seen that I didn't like as much.
See, I will give any version of the Phantom of the Opera a shot. And honestly, one of my favorite versions is Phantom of the Paradise.
Fair. Well, what's funny, because I don't know if I have shown you that.
That's Phantom of the Opera and Faust had, baby. But,
okay. And then, I don't know if it's in this vlog or next vlog, but I guess it's in this vlog, or this vlog or last vlog, but I went to that Goblin show, and it occurred to me, because they played some tracks from Dario Argento's opera, and I realized, oh my God, Dario Argento's opera is his own version of Phantom of the Opera, which makes it interesting and weird that like 10, 20 years later, he made he does change it a bit, but a more traditional actual Phantom of the Opera, which is my second least favorite Argento film. But Julian Sands is great, and the score in that movie is fucking top notch, despite the rest of the movie, and it's got Asia Argento, so it's still light years better than Argento's Dracula. I'm sorry, I love Argento to death, but I cannot with his Dracula. It's rough, but yeah. So I just thought, speaking of different Phantoms, but all right. So moving on, one more. And I may watch some more because now that I've got all the sequels and stuff. But then we watched one of my all-time favorite films, The Invisible Man from 1933. Is this your first time with the?
Yes, actually.
Claude Rains is the Invisible Man. My Rocky fan finally got to see why he gets cited in that song, because he is incredible in this movie. Yeah,
which is hilarious because you don't actually see him.
I know, but you get that. Well, I mean, you do, because when he's in Beignets, he's,
Well, I know, but I mean.
You don't see his face.
Yeah.
And I know you almost said a spoiler, by the way. I feel like you started to, but.
But it's one of those things where. The voice acting is a lot, but there's also so much physical acting because, again, when you can't see the face, when you can't see the emotion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, very, very good point. And I love this movie. He's so fucking insane, and again, I forget that it just starts. Like, he's already there. Like, they aren't dicking around with, like, him figuring it out and going crazy. It's like, oh, shit, all right, we're right in it immediately.
Yeah, he basically gets to go almost straight away to chewing the scenery. That's,
And the effects for the time, I'm still kind of baffled by some of the effects.
Double exposure?
I mean, I don't even know, because I don't think they had any kind of chroma key. I mean, maybe but it's so clean.
I think, but at the same time, I feel like there was some chroma key because it's like you could kind of see.
Maybe once in a while, but I mean, I
like just the faintest outlines, of things.
Yeah. But my God, the designs, like when he's first got his fake nose and little like the wig, fake hairs poking out and stuff. But then there's things like when he's eating and his mouth is like what? How the fuck in 1933? But you know what? I don't blame him. Crazy or not, that innkeeper's wife was a pain in the ass. Especially once her husband...
that had to be chroma key of some sort.
I really, maybe some puppeteer, maybe it is. I mean, it probably is. I'm sure there was some version, but it's just, I wasn't aware that really existed in 1933. I guess I need to go back.
I was thinking it's gonna be some primitive version.
Because my effects knowledge, I think, goes back to about the 50s. So it's like pre-50s. I'm like, how did they do shit? I'm fascinated. I just need to learn it. But he was so good. The story's so good. And I think that story could just redo that story. There's very little you have to change, especially if you keep it period. And you make that modern, and it's great. Now, don't get me wrong. The recent remake of Invisible Man, fan-fucking-tastic. And I'll take more of that. But I still would like a traditional Monsters Universe thing.
Because the new one is like, the brutalness almost.
The brutality, especially that restaurant scene with the sister. No spoilers, but
but because I mean, our guys breaks bad in the original movie too, but at the same time, it's a lot of times it's almost comical.
In the new one?
No, in the old one.
In the old one. Well, yeah. There's you could if you're in a certain mindset be laughing at all of it, but you got to kind of put yourself in the right headspace
it mostly because it's
experience it correctly.
It's the quippiness of it.
Yeah, he is a little bit. That's that. You just made something. You made a synapse fire. That may be part of my adoration for the Claude Rains Invisible Man. Mm-hmm. He is a proto Freddy Krueger.
Ah.
If now that I think about it, he is like a 50 years earlier, like Invisible Man walk so Freddy could run kind of deal. And I love that because also like he just gets like playful with it, like, oh, I'm just in this to fuck shit up now. Like, I mean, he didn't have to do all that shit with the train, but fuck it, let's do it. Let's commit. He's like, you know what? Fuck it, let's commit some murders. Why? For the hell of it.
Yeah, I think theoretically the original thought was, let me just show how effective this shit is so I can make a bunch of money selling it. And he's like, nah, fuck, I just feel like doing it.
And then the ending is great. It's very satisfying. And I haven't seen any of the sequels, but I'm very excited for the sequel, especially the last sequel. Because I didn't realize this existed until I got this box set recently, but it is Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. I love Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. That's the only one of the Abbott Costello monster ones I've seen, so I'm really looking forward to eventually getting to that. Which also leads to, while we're on the subject, if you were going to modernize it, it doesn't matter whichever Universal monster or monsters you want to use, but if you wanted to do a modern day so-and-so meet the monster, we have decided it needs to be Tucker and Dale. Tucker and Dale versus Frankenstein. Tucker and Dale versus the Invisible Man. Like, I mean, if you know the movie Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and if you don't, you need to. It is an underrated classic. But that would be so good. I
almost feel sorry for the monsters.
Exactly. All right, so I think that's pretty good. That's our Universal monster. So I'm excited for the house, obviously, in the vlog where we see it.
And we get to talk about our accidental double feature of H.G. Wells.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll throw that in. Yeah, because no, we'll throw that in. Because I was just thinking there was just Universal monsters, but we'll throw this in. So again, we're trying to watch a bunch of movies that relate to park experiences we're about to have on vacation. And one of the cool experiences we're going to have is if you go on the tram tour, and we're actually, last day, we're doing the VIP tram tour. We would get off and walk around. They have transplanted the entire set of the plane crash from the Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg World of the Worlds. Well, we watched that right after, because she had never seen it, and I was excited to see it again. And we can even talk a little bit about it. But we watched that right after Invisible Man, and as soon as it started, I was like, oh shit, we're accidentally having an H.G. Wells double feature. So that went really, really well. Elves. I figured out that joke as I was saying it. But man, that movie, by the way, really holds up. Although I forgot how much of a dick Tom Cruise's character is in it.
You know what? I feel to a certain degree some of it's justified, but
he's kind of a horrible dad and a horrible ex and he's insanely selfish and like he's just not good.
But he kind of gets better.
And I will say, without spoiling it, the end it's like, oh, that seems a little convenient. Like I forgot the end kind of undercuts something powerful.
Yeah. But I'm sitting here going, oh man, that little girl's gonna need so much therapy.
Dakota Fanning. That's like one of her earliest roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's great in it. Everybody's great in it. And Tom Cruise is great in it. It's like, man, I forgot how unlikable his character is in that movie.
She's an adult now, right?
Yeah.
She's...
I mean, like 20s, maybe, late 20s, maybe? Mid, late 20s?
She's not the girl from 50 Shades.
Or is it? Oh, no. That's Dakota Johnson.
Okay, wrong Dakota.
Yeah. And is it Dakota Fanning or is it Ella Fanning? Anyways,
I think it's Ella Fanning.
Maybe. But that movie's like 20 years old, so.
But I'm sitting here going like, but that's like, oh God, that girl probably needs some therapy to begin with. She ain't never gonna be right.
Right. But that movie is really, really good. Great visuals. Spielberg doing a great job there. Really enjoyed the hell out of that.
I have questions though, but.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it does make me. So now we're excited that we actually get to walk around that plane crash set and take some photos and stuff. So
I really like the alien design.
Yeah, the alien itself. Spoilers-ish, minor spoilers. The alien itself, or the actual tripods.
The tripods were okay, but the actual pilots.
Okay. But yeah, so okay. I think that's it in the Universal department. You know what, since I have it up, let me just check. I guess I could talk about that real quick. Of course, we rewatched Beetlejuice a while back. It's Beetlejuice, it's great. I rewatched Evil Dead Rise last night, so I'll throw that out to you really quick. When I saw it in the theater, if you recall, I was a little disappointed because it was overhyped for me. I liked it, but I didn't love it, so I was a little disappointed. Going in with more it's like, okay, now I love it. Plus, the cheese grater scene, I noticed a little bit more of the gore. Maybe I missed the first time. So it's like, it's not exactly what I wanted, but it's still pretty good. And I think they nailed the tone, and they kept some of the comedy. They kept the intensity, the energy, and like it did feel like a nice somewhere blend between Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. And I'm very excited to see the house, because we have to go through the house.
I'm gonna get you with bugs or something, I swear to God.
Mommy's with some maggots now. You are going to get me with bugs, because the Terror Tram tour where we have to get off, we have to walk through spider corridor. And you know how what you wanted to have happen at the bugs thing in Florida? And then it was like, oh, this is more like big mutant bugs. No, I think this is going to be more what you were hoping for in Florida. And we got to do that at least twice.
Yeah. Whose brilliant idea was that?
Chucky? We'll blame it on Chucky. Can't wait for Chucky. Okay, I think that covers our Universal. So either last week we talked about Disney or next week we'll talk about Disney, because I still don't know what order I'm putting these vlogs together in. All right.
Bye.
I have more stuff.
Wait a minute, is it Ms. Marvel?
Hi, you see what she did there? Oh. Hey everybody, unboxing time. Mary's here.
Hello.
And today just showed up from Amazon, the Marvel Collector Core X-Men 79. Oh, 97. Not as cool. Kidding, of course. Napoleon, buddy. We had some bacon, and he found a piece over here, and he's like hunting to see if there's more. He's all up in Mary's computer. So anyways, Amazon, every other month, Funko, Marvel box. We still get it, because why not? This one actually, this one's actually sealed. They don't usually come sealed, because usually ship in a different box.
Was this in another box we got?
Yeah, I just didn't bring it home. I was like, Dad, you can throw that away. It gets shipped to his house, so. All right, as usual, I'm going to start with the t-shirt. Ooh, this one looks like it might be cool.
Yeah.
It's actually got some color and some actual design, unlike the last few.
Yay.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's a keeper at least for a little while. Am I showing it all? Yeah.
You are.
Getting rid of a lot of pop shirts, but I like this one. Vivid, bright. It's all the 97s, I guess. I don't know for sure. Maybe that's something that's going to be in the updated version. I mean, I recognize Jubilee and Storm, and actually, I don't quite recognize.
Iceman or something?
Maybe in pop form. I don't know. Usually he's a little bluer. I don't know, and I don't know who this guy is either. But I'm obviously kidding. Hi. She just came over and gave me some love, and she's like, "Daddy, are you finally not stressed?" I've been a little stressed making these beignets and then cooking dinner, and I just could not crack an egg for the life of me for my burger. Sweetheart, that's not a, yes, I had to let her do it. Like the first two, the yolk kept popping. Woo.
Oh, yeah, hi, babies.
Hi. Of course, you picked her up and it's your turn, but... well, I'll tell you, hold on, let me see if there's a card. There's usually a card. Here, let me slide that under. She's like, I want to put things in a box.
All right, baby. We got a sticker? We got a sticker. What is it, baby? It's an X-Men logo.
Actually, that's pretty cool. Like, that's good for a guitar case, a guitar even maybe, so as long as it's actually a sticker and not a decal. It is a sticker. It is a circle, too. I was a little bit worried. That's pretty cool. Hi, itty bit.
Okay, you went down.
There should be...
A pin?
Yeah, where did it go? I thought I felt one. Oh, there it is. Not bad.
I'm not sure if I like the shadowing on it, though.
I don't mind the shadowing. I just don't know that I care so much that it's a pop pen. I mean, I know it's in a pop box. It's fine. I'm not complaining that it's a pop pen. Just saying, I don't know that I personally like it in this regard. I see what you mean, though. The more I look at the shadow, the more... But it's kind of almost yin and yang. A little bit, so... It's not terrible.
All right, my turn?
Yeah, on to the main event. We got a couple of paper-wrapped pops.
Yep. All right.
Oh, by the way, were you like a big fan of the 97 cartoon?
Yeah, I liked it. To be honest, I kind of really liked I don't remember what year it came out, but it's the one where they were all like high schoolers.
I don't know. I liked 97.
It was
I wasn't huge into 97.
Okay, we got Jean Grey.
Ooh, that's actually a pretty nice pop. I don't know if it's one I want to keep. I have to look at it a little closer, but it is nice. But again, I don't really keep that many pops anymore, so.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought that guy might be Bishop, but the color scheme's wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not. The other guy's not Bishop for sure, but.
I don't see anything particularly special about her.
Well, yeah. Maybe well, I mean, again, maybe she's the only one you can get because, she doesn't show up as the 4 on the back. So it might be just exclusive in terms it's the only box you can get Jean Grey in.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
That's usually how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I like the cartoon well enough. I can't say I watched every bit of it. I might now that we know we're going to get it back with some actual continuity. So let's see what else we get. What would I even want? I guess a Xavier, maybe? Oh, Rogue.
Rogue, yeah.
Actually, Rogue would be kind of cool. Like, if they gave me Gambit and Rogue, I kind of feel like that would have been a little cooler, but I don't know if I really care about either. I mean, I really like these as far as pops go. If I was still collecting, I would think these are some top tier, because these do look really quality. And I like her head and the sculpts, the molds. I just don't know that I care enough personally to keep it. It's not like wowing me,
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the green, the yellow. Is Jean blue and yellow, I guess?
She's
kind of a
like
dark
navy and yellow, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to make more, because there's no way they're just putting out 4 in stores. Or maybe it's one of those where there's a lot of exclusives in places.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so nothing else in the box, except we do have the card, which is not telling us much. Okay, the next theme kind of makes sense. I will read that to you. Here we go, reveal. The next theme is Marvel
Studios.
Marvel Studios, yeah. So of course next month or 2 months, we're gonna get one that's gonna be all the TV shows. They're still showing, no, that's Moon Knight. I Am Groot, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye. That's 5 things, so I bet it's 1 from each. You're gonna get a pop, you're gonna get a pin, a t-shirt. Okay. I think they're running out of ideas right now, so we're waiting on stuff to come out, I suppose.
Yeah.
Launch into new adventures with the latest Amazon exclusive Marvel Collector Core subscription box. I scarfed my burger.
What's your
really good.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Finish that.
Okay. Inside, you'll find Pop Jean Grey, Pop Rogue, and Wolverine enamel pen, and an X insignia decal, and a Pop tee featuring your favorite X-Men to add to your collection. Vinyl bobbleheads are approximately 4 inches tall, enamel pen is 1.5 inches tall, and Pop tee is 100% cotton. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, Loki. Is that still coming out next month?
Yeah, no, like the week after Ahsoka. Yeah, like Loki's going to start when we are on vacation. So we'll have to watch the premiere in a hotel room, but... yeah, we should get a Loki box at some point, I would hope. But yeah, I mean, look, this is a pretty good box. Especially, I think if you're a fan of X-Men 97, this would be a great one. We're casuals on this one. So, I mean, it's great. It's just, I don't think any of it's wowing us. Although the t-shirt is pretty fantastic. And I'm happy to have that sticker.
Though I'd like to know who that one dude's supposed to be.
Yeah. So comment below and let us know. I'm sure somebody out there knows.
So.
Okay, moving on?
Yeah, moving
okay.
on.
It's, I was just making sure. I didn't want to cut you off if you had something to say. All right, we'll see you all for more stuff. Okay, as promised, today when we film this is September 30th, 2023, so NXT Next is happening. We got current with SmackDown and everything earlier today. It is 9 p.m., so it's been on for an hour. We're probably not watching it until tomorrow, but we did want to give you our predictions, and then we'll try to give you our thoughts on it. But it'll be a little bit smaller because we're not as invested with NXT, although the match card, I think we're going to get some really good matches.
Okay.
So I think there's a kickoff show. I don't know if we'll see this match, but it's Kehlani versus Blair Davenport. It's a singles match.
Oh yeah, they've been. I don't really care about the Mean Girl thing.
I don't care either. There's a lot of matches in here we won't care about.
But
I'll just go Kehlani. I got no dog in that fight.
it's probably gonna be Blair.
Well, there you go. We can root against each other. And I don't know if I'm reading these in
Not
order.
saying I like Blair. It's probably just going to be Blair.
Right, no, fair. I don't know if I'm reading these in order, but so then we're going to get Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. So for the first time when they had their little brawl on the last NXT, I was actually slightly interested in them, but I'm kind of bored of both those guys.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I'm more of like, I don't want either of them to win. Can I predict just a disqualification? Because I don't want either of them to win. I want them both to lose right now. I don't like this version of Braun. I liked it when he was babyface and more colorful. I want to appreciate Baron Corbin, but there is just something about him that I can't. He was better when he was like being all like, I got money and I'm a dickhead, like that one. I don't care about
Happy
this.
Corbin?
Yeah, when he was Happy Corbin, because I don't like this, I'm badass and everything's, it's like, shut up, dude.
It's like he's like the rain cloud in everybody's parade.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime he shows up, you're immediately like, He's like that guy that shows up at a party like we had to invite him, but we were hoping he wouldn't come and he did.
Okay, what's next?
Do you have you want to throw out even a random prediction on that one?
No, because I have no fucks to give.
All right, fair. I
can see it going either way.
Okay. So we have The Family versus OTM versus the Creed Brothers versus Los Lotharios, the 4-way tag championship fatal 4-way match. I think The Family's going to keep it.
Yeah, I think
that's what I'd want. Although it would be interesting how the dynamic would change if the Creed Brothers take it.
Actually,
I don't
feel like
care about the other two tag teams.
No, the thing is they've been pushing OTM kind of hard lately.
I'm trying to even visualize.
The ones with scripts.
Oh, yeah, scripts, yeah.
I have a feeling OTM's going to get it because they've been kind of low-key pushing that group.
Okay, all right. So you go OTM. I'm gonna hope for The Family.
I kind of hope the family keeps it,
but this is prediction, so I'm just gonna
mostly because I love their bits.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then we get. Oh yeah, this is one I'm excited for. Noam Dar versus Butch in a Heritage Cup British Rounds rules match. When Noam Dar first showed up, I hated him. I thought he was boring. But when they took the championship away from him and he just became like this sad sack, that worked for me. And the group he's with, it works for me. And then like the whole fake cup thing worked for me. So I'm loving all of that. But I kind of want Butch to take it from him because I want to see him have to go back to sad sack mode. And I love Butch.
I'm going to
but I'm okay if he wins.
I'm going to go with Noam Dar just for the simple fact of they can't take away all of NXT's titles.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, because the Raw and SmackDown keep winning all the championships out of NXT.
The North American and the ladies NXT, y'all, you need to stymie the bleed in there.
That's a good point, but also I wouldn't mind seeing what happens if it does. And I like sad sack Noam, so I'm going Butch. So again, I like that we're rooting against each other for a lot of these. It'll make it more fun. We got Dominic Mysterio, Trick Williams. Of course, we want Dom to lose. I don't think he will. I'd love Treat to win because I would love to, or sorry, Trick. Because I'd love to see Carmelo
trick or treat.
He should do a Halloween theme and go trick or. That's going to be his tag team. He needs to be with somebody named Treat. Treat Williams. He should team up with the famous actor Treat Williams, and they could be Trick or Treat. Actually, there you go, Peacock. There's your new crime drama this Sunday coming, Peacock. Trick or Treat. Okay, Saturday Night Live. Apparently, you're coming back at some point. Give me that. I need a sketch of that. But I would like to see. Treat win. Trick win. Because I would like to further this drama of like him wanting his boy Mello to like give a damn, and Mello's all up in his own ass and not paying attention. And plus, any win over Dominic is a good thing. But you know Dirty Dom's going to cheat his fucking way out of it.
Or we get the whole thing if Dom loses and blames it on Mommy not being there.
Yeah. Damn you.
I was distracted. Mommy's been gone for so long.
I want my mommy. Sucking his thumb in the ring at the end.
Got a dirty thumb.
Dom got a dirty thumb. Mommy, Finn bit my finger. That's way too much fun.
Yeah.
All right, Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov. I don't. This is another one of those I don't care. I think it'll be a fantastic match because they're performers, but I don't like the characters don't click with me. I'm a little more on Team Carmelo, I guess. And again, if he wins his championship and he's like just busy with that, or actually maybe he loses it and that's why he's up his own ass and Trick has won.
Yeah, that would be the interesting thing.
Dynamic.
Yeah, that would be the far more interesting thing is Trick loses his title.
Or wins. Trick wins.
Trick wins and Carmelo loses. Thank you.
Yeah.
That would be the far more interesting outcome, I think.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to hope for that. I don't know, but I'm going to hope for that. And then I guess what the main event should be, Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton.
Trick Tiffany. You got Trick on the brain now.
So many things to say there. And the Championship Extreme Rules match. Now that is going to be a banger because we've seen those ladies, they fucking perform.
Yeah,
and doing that in Extreme
Tiffany's annoying
as
as hell, but she's good.
Yeah, she's great at being a heel, but she is skilled in the goddamn ring. And we know Becky is skilled in the goddamn ring. And I think those two are going to put on one hell of a show. How's it going to play out? Ooh. Well, I don't think they want Becky to. I think they want Becky to still be a champion. I think she's still going to hold on to it because they can't. Because Mommy can't compete for that championship right now, and then we got our own Io Sky drama going on with the other championship, and I don't think they want to strip it from Becky. So I'm going to call it's probably Becky, but it's going to be a hell of a match.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. All right, well, there you go. That's our predictions for that. We have just enough time before I got to get back to finishing the beignets so we can go watch Only Murders in the Building. So we're going to do that, and I don't know what else is in this vlog, but I'll try to put a little bit more in this one.
I'm going to say that whoever that chick is that tried to help Tiffy out against Becky last time, I don't know what her name is.
I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
No. Is she like the lawyer chick? Is that her shtick?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she comes in and somehow tries to cheat on Tiffany's behalf.
Yeah, but it is an Extreme Rules match. So, oh, you mean the one that helped Tiffany? Oh, I was thinking the one you meant to help Becky, or was like kind of getting nice with Becky.
That was Valkyrie, I think.
Right. Yeah. Well, anyways, I guess we will find out in the next day or two, and then we'll eventually do the WWE Fastlane. I don't know how that's going to work, but because it's happening while we're on vacation, but
yeah,
we'll see if we can predict and kind of watch it over little bits and pieces. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. But we should come back. Next segment should be our thoughts on what actually happened.
Yep.
But there's other stuff we got to do. So
yeah, gotta go do things. Bye.
Slam. All right, listen. It's like 3:30 in the morning, and we're deep drunk on margaritas. And we opened up NXT. And honestly, the NXT No Mercy 64 thing way caught us better. I love that. That was great.
Now we're wondering if any of the hidden people in the
KO, Sammy,
Asuka.
And we weren't going to film anything, but oh my God, this opening match. The match has just started, so it's not even about the match, but Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. What was the phrase? If you can remember it, say it, please.
They've both made regrettable choices at this point.
Yeah, in their entrances. Braun's... As Mary said,
I love it.
No, hold on. When he first came out and you could see it, what did you say?
He's a furry now.
Yeah. The silhouette looked cool, looked like Anubis, but then it was like, oh, as the lights came on for me. And then Baron looked cool. Baron actually looked cool coming out on the motorcycle and the mask and all that and coming down the ramp. But then when he starts walking the bike around the...
Yeah, as soon as you're walking your bike, it loses a lot of the cool factor.
That said already, I like it's in a real arena. And honestly, we're joking. I love that poster. That's the poster I was talking about where it's like the N64 box. But honestly, they've started this match outside, so maybe it's a cool match. Mary just convinced me we should film because we were making ourselves laugh our asses off right here. Yeah. So, but we'll give you a proper review later. Oh, he's punching security guards already. All right, yeah. All right, so it's Sunday. We just finished
Payback.
NXT
Mercy.
Next. Yeah, no mercy. No mercy.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know what? I've been calling it the wrong thing too. Anyways. Again, as we predicted, not necessarily caring about some of the characters in the matches, but they were all actually really great matches, like the actual athleticism and such. So we'll probably run through this pretty quick. I'm glad you enjoyed our drunken reaction to Braun Breaker. And a quick shout out to the guy holding the sign with Tony from Hack the Movie's face.
Now, I think we reacted to the beginning of that match. Did we actually react to the end of that match?
No, I think we just have a few
Okay.
seconds that was just the beginning of that. But
All right.
So we didn't actually see the Kalani Jordan or the Blair Davenport. We just saw a little bit of a replay. No shock.
Blair Davenport won.
Yeah, so since we didn't...
I predicted. You predicted Kalani, I believe.
I think just to be different or whatever. But so nothing really to say there because we didn't really get to see it. But we did start with Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, both, as we said in the thing, making questionable ring entrance choices, as there were other questionable ring entrance choices later.
Yeah.
Their match was pretty epic, though, if I recall. I there was a lot of margaritas. I'm trying to remember through the haze of...
I couldn't tell you anything.
Right, yeah.
It was late and
a lot of margaritas.
And margaritas. We were just going like, I do remember at the end we're going like, Corbin, just take the win and leave. Stop lingering.
Yeah.
We're done now.
Yeah, I was like, we're ready. Move on. But again, it was a good match.
Yeah, I remember it being entertaining.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that we're going to do these in order because I don't know if this is in order. But we had the four-way fatal tag match.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I like that the family dude went out with his knee and came back. And, of course, the family won.
By the way, speaking of other questionable ring entries,
this is one of them, yeah.
Let me see the list.
Not the list
OTM.
Yeah, OTM, yeah.
Yeah, the sort of the street thug.
Yeah, with scripts.
Yeah.
He's so street.
It was the two big guys riding these
small lowrider bikes.
Bicycles, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, it was bad enough with the motorcycle. The bikes aren't any better.
Yeah.
The only way that would have worked if the two of them were on like motorcycles and Scripps was on the small bikes.
They could have even just been walking with like Scripps leading them on the bike doing wheelies or some shit. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, but it was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it didn't work.
But the match itself was pretty damn good, man.
Yeah.
There was some amazing stuff, even from like Los Lotharios, who I don't really care that much about. They had some incredible acrobatics, and the Creed brothers. I thought they were going to take it at one point. Of course, they didn't.
Yeah, the Creed brothers have got some freaking muscle on them, man. Like that one guy who just does suplex after suplex.
Yeah, that was kind of fun
that's
too.
His stick.
Yeah, and they had that one moment when like all four people suplex something out of each turnbuckle in exact unison with the ref in the middle. That was pretty beautiful.
Yeah, and you could see the ref going like this.
Yeah. But that was a good time. We had the anything else on that one?
I thought the Creed brothers were going to win the weight.
Same, but
I was like, I'm good with the family winning.
Yeah. North American Championship match with Dragon Lee as a special guest with Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Trick Williams, with Dirty Dominic being sent home crying to mommy.
Yeah.
Because Finn bit my finger, mommy. I don't think that was on camera. It was really funny when we were very drunk last night.
No, we didn't watch that last night. We watched it this afternoon, sweetie.
Then was I really funny sober this afternoon? No, I think in the prediction when we were drunk, we were predicting.
Oh, yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah, because I don't think it was as funny sober.
No, it was. Yeah,
but the match, very good.
Yeah, and actually, I feel like Dragon Lee was being a fairly fair referee.
Yeah, I don't recall him really with any shenanigans or anything, so that's pretty cool. But I definitely didn't let Dom cheat or anything, so. I'm surprised nobody came out to help Dom as they always do. But
well, he's going to complain that he lost because mommy was hurt.
That was our whole joke. That was how we got onto the mommy. He's gonna be there just sucking his thumb in the ring in a fetal position, and then it turned it. Yeah, you did that, and then I turned it into Charlie bit my finger, but Finn bit my finger. But yeah, so of course now they no longer have that gold, and we thought Trick would set up. And at that point, we realized Carmelo was definitely going to lose because they were going to set up the drama that Trick.
That's what I was predicting.
Yeah, so that was actually really cool and a nice bit of storytelling and drama. And I am kind of excited to see where it goes because we saw. I was just going to jump ahead since it's not match related, but since we saw at the very end the little post credit, if you will, with Mello coming and apologizing tenderly to Trick for losing the belt. Thought they were going to kiss, but then Carmelo starts eye fucking that belt. So you know Carmelo's coming after Trick's gold.
I don't feel like he was doing that.
Mm-hmm. It was subtle.
I agree to disagree.
Well, I don't mean like he was like looking at it like he already had plans. It was more like he was starting to, the seeds were being planted. Like he looked at it kind of a couple of times like, not really realizing what he's thinking.
It's one of those things that it was actually a very sweet moment.
Yeah, it was fairly tender. I'm sorry, I'm getting really warm. Yeah, so, and again, another really good match.
Mm-hmm.
And,
because he's going like, no, dude, I still got you. You're still my bro.
yeah.
You're still him.
And we them, because we believe in brother. I don't want to make jokes about that. So that was cool. The Heritage Cup. Not surprised Noam held on to it with some of his cheap shots and everything, but there was a lot of cheap shots. That was a brutal, badass match. And I got to say, seeing Butch without his mouthpiece was a little shocking. So used to it. We saw Noam like reach in and take his mouthpiece out of his mouth and throw it. But I was like, oh, Butch has got a nice smile without that now. He probably wears the mouthpiece because he looks less badass.
You see him outside the ring, and he doesn't wear the mouthpiece when he's outside the ring.
I guess I just never noticed it. I guess it's just more noticeable in the ring. And he got close, man. He got close a couple of times.
Yeah, I was like, either he needed more people or no people, because he kind of lost because his
crew,
his big strong boy was getting beat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he kind of, the whole your friend becomes a distraction thing. Yeah. So that was a good time, and I guess we got a couple more here. So we got the Carmelo and Ilya Dragunov match with Carmelo losing. Again, I don't necessarily care so much about those characters, but fantastic work in the ring, and very much loved the overly dramatic, good sportsmanship at the end.
Yeah, see, I always appreciate that because there's so much backstabbing and whatnot that it's kind of like, it's like, everybody's being really cool to Carmelo for losing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's poor ego, he's a little sensitive, baby.
Oh, no, that's not cool.
I know, but no,
But yeah, that was...
that
was a good match.
Yeah, another good match, and again with the fun ending. And then what we just watched, the one thing we hadn't watched until just now, was the Extreme Rules with Becky and Tiffany, and goddamn, that was one of the more extreme ones I've seen be extreme, despite some of the really extreme moments. If you're really watching, you kind of know, like, oh yeah, okay. So they bring out the really dangerous thing, which isn't really that dangerous to prop, and suddenly quickly lose it, like barbed wire bat or hammer, you know. But they sold a bunch of other stuff, and then ironically, the only blood in the match seemed to come from a very cheap plastic chain. Everything else was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and those poor women with the table not actually breaking all the way through, so it's going to be a lot more painful that way too, as well as, they're like, damn it, we didn't get that last bit of sell that would have been really satisfying. But man, all those like face slams and shit into the chairs, that was pretty cool. And then Becky bringing out a bag of what turned out to be Barbie doll parts that I thought she was going to Jake the Snake at first. And then it was Barbie doll parts, but before she started pouring it out, I was like, is it like supposed to be Tiffy's dildos? What am I looking at? Oh, it's Barbie doll parts. And I love her throwing them not at the audience, but at Tiffy, and it was going out into the audience. That was fun. There was one girl when they were going up the stairs that was like reaching out, trying to touch Becky like across the railing. Like, I was like, girl, chill. I know you're excited, but you can't do that. They're doing their thing.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of feel sorry for Tiffy because I'm pretty sure she's not going to be able to sit for a week.
Yeah.
It's not comfortably.
Yeah, exactly.
You see like this huge knot forming on her butt. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and taking down those walls, and they didn't break the announcer's table, so I think the candy survived, so that's good.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, I know there's ways to mitigate the damage and stuff, but even so, it's like, ooh.
Oh, and the shopping cart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When she got thrown into the shopping cart and the little child seat thing.
Yeah, like the basket kind of thing that swings out by the bar.
Fold in, it stayed put. So I know the back of her neck hit that. So
yeah, it looked like she chopped that real bad. I was like, Urgh.
Yeah.
And even getting hit with it, the way she got hit in the midsection, like there was no cushioning that. That was a hit, man. So brutal.
Yeah. The thing is though, unless she only caught the very top of it, catching it straight on is still like a broad area striking.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm seeing like because it like pushed her over into, I don't know, but okay.
Yeah, it was. I think Tiffy's gonna be hurting for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I mean, I'm not, because Bex seemed. She got some hits in on Bex, but it seemed
She was pretty dominant.
one-sided.
Becky was pretty dominant, yeah. But yeah, so there you go. Again, as kind of we expected, we're not so much into the characters in the story right now because obviously there was no Thea Hale, which is our favorite part. Although we'll see. But
we'll see if that keeps up.
Right.
I'm not sure I'd like to turn Thea's tape.
I like going on the journey right now. I don't want it to be permanent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she doesn't have to go back to exactly Thea, but we miss high energy, hilarious puppet energy Thea. But I do like her new music, so I'll get with that. But again, it was a great pay-per-view in terms of watching for the wrestling, because man, the matches were pretty spectacular through and through. So kudos NXT. All right, so like we said, next month with the next week with that next pay-per-view, it'll be late if we even film it. We might not even get to film that one because it'll be so late, because it wouldn't fit into any of the vlogs we're doing for like a month. So may just have to skip our fast lane thoughts, but it's fast lane. It's not like it's. Okay, anything else on this and we're good?
Good.
And with that, that's the last piece of anything except one Ahsoka review I've got to film before we go on vacation. So, yay. Bye, YouTube. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Bye.
Make cocktail. I think the drunker I pretend to be, the more you know I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
All right. I haven't had anything to drink. It's only like 8 o'clock, 8 something, 8:20, 8:17. I was looking for a Disney drink, but honestly, I couldn't find any that I wanted to make that I had the stuff for. So we're gonna do this. This is the last cocktail I gotta film until well after we're back from vacation. So we're gonna make what I found on Pinterest called the Sweet Poison. Looks like Susan Lachowicz. I don't know. Anyways, it's gonna be an ounce of light rum, 2 ounces of coconut rum, an ounce of blue carousel, and some pineapple juice and ice. So we're gonna get the shaker going here. Doesn't have important information, does it? I don't know. I got some new meds today, so yay. All right, so we want an ounce of this. Hopefully there's an ounce left. I don't have to open the other bottle. It'd be great if this would just kill the perfect. Oh, I am having a good day. Perfect. Because we do have a fresh bottle of that, but I'd hate to
Open it up for like a quarter of an ounce.
Right. First, actually, let me get some ice in here.
All right. Ice cream. Do I have pudding? There's a pudding. Yeah? Did you just have din din? Yeah, you did.
8 or 9 chunks. This ate 2 handfuls. All right, let's get that white rum in there. They say light rum. I say white rum. Let's get a little coconut. I don't know. Coconut rum.
How much?
2 ounces. Okay. Bloop. Then we need an ounce of carousel. We have a pitcher of margaritas. Have I ever shown y'all the pitcher of margaritas? Do I need to show you that one day? Like, use
How
that
to
as a
make
cocktail? Huh?
Like how to make it?
Yeah, what our recipe is.
I think if you have, it's been a very long time.
Right. 1 ounce blue carousel, orange liqueur. And that's all that's going in the shaker. The pineapple juice comes later.
I do wonder how much dye they use when they make this stuff.
Is it to die for?
Might be.
It says then pour into a cocktail glass. Kind of looks like they have something much bigger there.
Margarita.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna waste one of our margarita glasses.
No, actually, that's more of a schnifter. I guess that's like the kind of margaritas that a lot of times the restaurants do, the fishbowl type.
Yeah, it's
Ooh, a
definitely.
hurricane.
Yeah, why not, right? Let's make it a little fancy. We'll use this glass instead. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little ice in there just to start.
That sounds like good.
Yeah, Jack's right around the corner.
Cheeky cheek. Not anymore. Sorry.
We can put more ice in, but five cubes will get us started. So we're gonna strain this in. Where am I dripping so bad from?
I don't know.
It's coming out the side, I see. Or something, or maybe I just had it touching. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna clean that up.
So It's looking very Smurfy at the moment.
Yeah, I think I know how this is gonna work. But we are gonna put some more ice in there because we definitely got some room.
Are you putting the whole can of pineapple juice in there?
I don't know. It just says top of pineapple juice, so probably. Because what? This is like a 6-ounce can. Yeah. Man, that one's. I don't know if because I cut my nails too short or something, but that one seems little.
I've broken so many nails. I usually find something to open it up with.
Ooh, that's actually really cool. What's happening there? Hopefully they can see that pretty well.
I think so.
Well, look who gauged his ice perfect. That is a pretty drink, man. I should get a what do you call it?
Light?
No.
A straw? An umbrella?
Umbrella, thank you.
Some maraschino cherries.
I thought about making this in a tiki mug. Ooh, a cherry might be good in it. Let's go with red. I think that'll, it's poison. Okay. And now is the part on sprockets where we dance. Or we try drinking the drink. I like that. That looks cool. I'll try Mary's trick. I'll go from the middle. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Sorry, I just went back to secrets. Oh, yeah. You gonna try this one?
Sure.
Yeah, tell me this doesn't make you feel like we're back in the islands. The coconut and the pineapple.
Not my jam normally, but this isn't too bad.
Right? But doesn't that just kind of feel like something we would have had
Oh, yeah.
at one of the resorts? Yeah. Well, cool. Now we're gonna go Disney. We're gonna go Disney Illusion Island. We're gonna finish that game long before we leave on vacation. That is pretty. That is tasty. And let's hope this can last me 80 minutes, and then we'll get into our pitcher of margaritas we made. It's a lot of margaritas. But apparently, I'm gonna be in a great mood and having a great day today because I am also on one of those meds. They're doing like a kind of reset your system thing. And so I'm on the kind of meds that are apparently going to make me feel extra great for a week. Extra energy, extra pep, which I need extra pep.
Oh, dear God, help me.
Sorry, Mary. Also, extra appetite, that part is problematic. All right, so anyways, the sweet poison. Good job, Laura. Susan. Good job, Susan.
Susan with an unpronounceable L last name.
Lachowicz.
Can I see that? Lachowicz.
Lachowicz. Good job, Susan Lachowicz. Delicious. It's another thing to get a tick off the list. I don't count down to vacation and days till vacation. I'm counting down with how many more videos do I need to make. Is another thing I get a tick off the list. It's another one for the 0 column now. All right, bye. And that's going to do it for this vlog, even though I am shooting the wrap-ups on September 29th, 2023, still at 2:06 a.m. Just shot the wrap-up for last week. I have no idea how I'm going to be editing these shortly, so I have no idea what you have seen, but by this point you've seen everything we pre-filmed, and next week we'll be back with our Joe Bob's Jamboree vlog, then the Disney vlog, then the Universal Horror Nights vlog, and then we'll cook some stuff again after that. So thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for enjoying this. Thank you for letting me be a little less, I guess. Am I a little less? So I can take these vacations and still give you videos without worrying about, everything by doing things in advance. And thank you for dealing with my stressiness and all that over time. But yeah, again, I'm not entirely sure what happened in this vlog, but hopefully it was a good one. I'm about to go edit it and get to packing, and I appreciate you. And I will be reading comments while I'm on vacation because, I got to kill some time. Pooping at least. Come on, don't get all grossed out. That's we all do that. Maybe I'll answer a few. So just imagine if you get a comment back and it's like afternoon or something. I'm probably pooping. There you go, a famous butts poop. What am I doing? Comment below, let me know. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Maybe I'll see you at Horror Nights. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get on out of here though. So yeah, comment, give me some fun reading to do. You can also click the thumbs up button, give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And of course, remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. And you can check out my music anywhere you listen to music by looking up Butts, especially on Spotify. That's where I get the most reward for it, but I get the most money if you listen on Apple Music, if you want to go that way. And I'm really proud of my music, and it's only going to get better. I keep learning, and the new album is going to be amazing. It is a lot of older songs, but I've curated something that's going to be very special and new performance, and it should be amazing, and maybe vinyl. Yeah, so can't wait for you to check that out anywhere you listen to music, or you can go to TheEricButts.com for all your funky butts fun you're looking for. And of course, as always, there's more in the description below, so you can click that see more button to see more butts. And on that note, I gotta get on out of here so I can go enjoy vacation after doing a butt ton of work. The next few days are gonna be wild, and I gotta change my sleep schedule and everything, but because like we gotta leave the house at 4:30 a.m. on Thursday to go up to Cincinnati for a flight at like 6 o'clock. So whew. It's gonna be a good time though. It's gonna be exhausting. It's gonna be a good time, and I guess we'll see you on the other side of that. I hope. I love you. If not, I love you. Either way, knock on wood. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go do all that stuff, and we will talk more soon. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you eventually. Bye.